Hello guys, welcome to my next class of single random variable distribution class. In this class, we are going to discuss exponential distribution. This also comes under one of the distribution comes under continuous random variable distribution. A random variable x is called an exponential random variable with the parameter. Now, parameter here I taken lambda. Some textbook they are going to take mu. Some textbook they are going to use alpha. Lambda greater than 0. If its PDF is given by fx of x equals lambda into e power of minus lambda x for x greater than 0, 0 for x less than 0 or otherwise. This shows that exponential distribution is only defined in positive. Limit means 0 to infinity. Okay, it's not defined from entire minus infinity to plus infinity. The corresponding CDF of random variable x in the exponential distribution is 1 minus e power of minus lambda x for x greater than or equal to 0, 0 for x less than 0. Now how we get, I'm showing that how we get that cumulative distribution function. Now cumulative distribution function here, what's the formula? Probability, first we have to express cumulative function x of x is nothing but from the definition probability of x less than or equal to x. Probability of x less than or equal to x is nothing but from the maximum value of x is x. What is our entire range? Minus infinity to plus infinity, therefore minus infinity to x. Now minus infinity to x we don't have a value because in exponential we have a function only x greater than 0, therefore I have to give a break minus infinity to 0, 0 to x. But minus infinity to 0 is 0, therefore I am neglecting 0 to x. But keep in mind for 0 to x, this is a function for what's a condition for x? X must be greater than 0. Now I'll keep lambda outside, integrate it. What is e power of minus lambda x by x with respect to x divided by minus lambda. Lambda cancel, apply the upper and lower limit. Simplify that, we get 1 minus what? What we get actually? 1 minus e power of minus lambda x for x greater than 0. Therefore, what we are going to take fx of x is nothing but 1 minus e power of minus lambda x for x greater than or equal to 0. Constant or 0 for x less than 0. Because why I am taking constant? Because derivative of constant also 0. Are you clear? Yeah. Now I am going to move how is look like our exponential distribution curve and probability distribution curve and cumulative distribution curve. Probability curve is actually ranging from 0 for lambda greater than 0, lambda into e power of minus lambda x. You give some particular value of lambda. Then you have to plot a graph. We get in between 0 to infinity. Then the next corresponding cumulative distribution curve here for x greater than or equal to 0, you have to first you fix one parameter value for lambda and to give the different values of for x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. If x is equal to 0, we get 1 minus 1 is 0. That's why you move like that until to reach 1 because the maximum probability of this cumulative distribution is 1. This is a way look like for the curve for lambda into e power of minus lambda x. This is a curve for 1 minus e power of minus lambda x. These two are functions only is there in where in the probability distribution function and cumulative. Yeah. Now I'm moving to the next one, mean and variance of the exponential distribution. In the exponential distribution comes under continuous. First you take what's the expectation formula for continuous. What's the formula? Minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x with respect to x. In the exponential, once you come to the exponential, the function is only defined what's the limit? 0 to infinity. What's the function? Lambda into e power of minus lambda x. Now go for UU rule or Bernoulli's rule. While now I have to keep lambda outside because it's a constant into x into integration of e power of minus lambda x by minus lambda minus derivative of x is 1. Again I have to integrate e power of minus lambda x by minus lambda whole square. See, you already know that in UV or Bernoulli's rule, once you get a constant, that's the last term of the corresponding integration. Therefore, I have to stop. Limit is 0 to infinity. Lambda, keep minus 1 by lambda outside. Apply the upper limit. What's upper limit? E power of minus infinity. What is e power of minus infinity? Is 0 minus lower limit. What's the lower limit? E power of, what about that? Lower limit is 0, but e power of 0 is 1, but x is 0. Therefore, minus 1 by lambda square of e power of minus infinity 0 minus e power of 0 is 1 minus into minus plus Lambda is cancelled lambda square. What's the remaining? 1 by lambda. Therefore, what is expectation value in the exponential distribution is 1 by lambda. Now I'm moving to the next one, variance. In the variance, you already know that in the variance, first you express variance in the form of expectation. E of x square minus E of x. Just you calculate E of x square. Now this comes under continuous. What's the formula for E of x square? Actually minus infinity to plus infinity x square f of x. But we are talking about we are talking about exponential distribution. Our function is only defined 0 to infinity. Therefore, I'll take 0 to infinity x square fx of x. Now, what is 0 to infinity fx of x is actually lambda into e power of minus lambda x. Again, you go for UV rule. X square into integration of this into divided by minus alpha, minus lambda, minus into what is derivative of x square is 2x. Again, integrate what we get e power of minus lambda x by minus lambda whole square plus differentiation of 2x is 2. Again, I have to integrate e power of minus lambda x by minus lambda cube. Once we get a constant, that is the last term, because what's the next higher derivative constant must be 0. What's the limit? 0 to infinity. Better I have to go for to upper and lower limit term by term. Don't apply upper limit minus of the lower limit. That is not easy to simplification. Minus 1 by lambda. Apply upper and lower limit for in both the terms. Infinity, e power of minus infinity 0. Both the term having x multiplication, lower limit is 0. Therefore, moving to the last, minus lambda cube is plus into minus is minus 2 by lambda cube. What is e power of minus infinity is 0 minus e power of 0 is 1. Minus into minus plus, what we get actually lambda cancel 2 lambda square. Now, to substitute 2 lambda square minus 1 by lambda square, what we get? 1 by lambda square. What's the standard deviation is 1 by lambda. Observe carefully, standard deviation and mean both are must be same 1 by lambda. Yeah, if you want to solve problem by using exponential distribution, are required which parameter value? Lambda. Instead of giving lambda value, they may will give mean value, or may will give variance, or may will give standard deviation. Therefore, better to remember the formula. From that, easy to find out our parameter value lambda. Okay, now I'm moving to the another important distribution is nothing but normal distribution or Gaussian distribution. This also comes under one of the special type of distribution. But this distribution is a continuous distribution. What you study normal distribution or Gaussian distribution in mathematics is a little bit different, the way of finding a solution. But the rest of the meaning must be same. It is a bell-shaped curve. Is a symmetric curve minus infinity to 0, same as 0 to infinity. A random variable x is called a normal random variable if its PDF is given by fx of x must be equal to 1 by sigma into root of 2 pi e power of minus half of x minus mu by sigma whole square of outside. That is defined in entire range minus infinity to plus infinity. Therefore, whenever you want to take a decision, always we are going to use normal distribution because the function is defined in entire range minus infinity to plus infinity. That gives us more accuracy compared to other method. Now, suppose I have to take z must be equal standard normal variate x minus mu by sigma, then our PDF becomes what? 1 by sigma into root of 2 pi e power of minus z square by 2. Okay, is called a standard or a unit distribution. This distribution is denoted by n of 0, 1 because if you observe z here, x minus mu, suppose put x is equal to mu, then we get z must be 0, where the argument 0 and 1 represents mean and variance. Yeah, mean value and variance value. Respectively, the corresponding CDF, that's a very important. We in the mathematics we are finding the problem different way. First you have to convert x in terms of standard normal variate and proceed. But here, while solving a problem for normal distribution, always have to convert the given probability function in terms of cumulative distribution function. From the cumulative distribution function, immediately we get our area value. That's why. Okay, what's the formula for fx of x is phi of x minus mu by sigma. The properties of the distribution function means cumulative distribution function for phi. For any x lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, f of phi of minus x can be written as 1 minus phi of x, 1 minus, because phi of minus x can be written as entire probability minus positive value, that gives us phi of minus x. Are you clear? That's a very important while solving problem, this property. For any x greater than 0, e power of minus x square by 2 root of 2 by pi into 1 by x minus 1 by x cube is less than 1 minus phi of x. This 1 minus phi of x less than e power of minus x square by 2 by root of 2 pi into 1 by x. For large x, 1 minus phi of x, this 1 minus phi of x, phi is nothing but area, normal distribution table area. Phi is approximately equal to e power of minus x square by 2, x into root of 2 pi for x greater than or equal to 1. These properties very much useful while solving problem. Okay, now I'm moving to the next step. What about that graphical representation for normal distribution, for probability distribution, and also cumulative distribution function. See, you already know that probability distribution in the probability distribution function is look like a bell shape. You already know that. That's identification of normal distribution. It's 0 to infinity, same as minus infinity to 0. It's look like a bell shape. Now, once you plot a, what about this one, cumulative distribution curve is look like this. This is a important thing, how it look like a graphical representation for probability distribution and cumulative distribution. Okay. Now moving to the another thing, as usual, how mean and variance. Actually normal distribution comes under continuous. First you recall what's the expectation formula for continuous random variable distribution. Mu x is equal to e of x is minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x. Now we are changing to the normal distribution. Even though in the normal distribution function is defined in entire range minus infinity to plus infinity, therefore we are going to substitute directly. What's the formula? 1 by sigma into root of 2 pi e power of minus half of x minus mu by sigma whole square with respect to x. Now we can't simplify what we did in exponential distribution. Exponential distribution 0 to infinity, but here minus infinity to plus infinity. Both the limits, upper and lower limit, must be a finite. They're having a finite limits. Now only thing is I have to convert this integral is in the standard form, minus infinity to plus infinity e power of minus x minus t squared dt. Why? Because that value is root pi from beta gamma function. You already studied in last year beta gamma function. Diploma students, you studied in DIP 1. Okay. You try to convert this is standard form. Just remember that's a standard function e power of minus t square dt, because that value is root pi. Therefore, what I'm going to do here, first I'm going to take a substitution x minus mu by sigma. From that we get x equals what we get, sigma t plus mu. Then we have to change x to t, dx is equal to sigma dt. And also verify the limit when x is minus infinity minus constant, we get minus infinity minus constant is infinity only. There is no change the limit. Okay. In the next step, what we are going to do here, 1 by sigma into root of 2 by 5 minus infinity to plus infinity. I am going to substitute x. What is x here? Sigma t plus mu into e power of minus t square by 2. Sigma dt. Sigma cancel. Still now there are two terms. We have to take integration of first term plus integration second term. Integration of first term, sigma t into half of e power of minus half of t square. In another one is mu is constant, minus infinity to plus infinity e power of minus t square by 2. See, observe carefully, minus infinity, written in the right corner, one of the definite integral property, minus a to f of x dx is twice of 0 to a, f of x dx, if function is even, 0 if function is odd. T square, e power of minus t square by 2 is an even function, t is an odd. Product of odd into even is an odd function. From that property, this value must be 0. But this is an even function. Okay, I don't worry about that. I'll leave it because you know the standard value. Minus infinity to plus infinity e power of minus t square by 2. But I don't want 1 by 2. Always I am expecting quotient of t square is minus 1. Therefore, again I go for substitution. The substitution is nothing but take 2 also inside the square, t by root 2 whole square. Put t by root 2 equal to u. What is t? Root 2 into u. What is dt is root 2 into du. And then verify the limit, we get same limits. If you substitute here minus infinity to plus infinity, what actually? E power of minus u square root 2 into du. Root 2 cancel. But already I told this is a standard result, that value is root pi. Substitute, simplify, we get mu. Observe carefully here, we don't have any mean separate formula for finding normal distribution. Means the meaning is, what you have a formula for mean or expectation of continuous random variable itself is a mean formula for normal distribution. That's why, that's a one thing. We don't have any formula just like exponential, or what about that normal what about that Poisson binomial. Here what you have a formula for continuous random variable distribution, same formula itself gives expectation of normal distribution. Now moving to the variance. Now observe carefully, while doing variance up to till in all the distribution we are taking e of x square minus e of x whole square, but we are not going to use that e of x square because here the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity, and also function is e power of minus x square is not a linear, it's not easy to integrate. But always have to convert in the form of beta gamma. Therefore, I'll take my original formula for variance is x minus mu whole square. What's the formula for variance? Sigma x minus mu whole square into px fx of x. Therefore, I'm going to take expectation of x minus mu whole square. Now I have to apply expectation formula minus infinity to plus infinity x minus mu whole square fx of x. Don't expand, because while substituting that we get a simple what about that substitution. That's why now I have to substitute normal distribution for probability function, and then I go for same substitution what discussed for expectation, x minus mu by sigma equal to t, and then you same thing, x is equal to mu plus sigma t, find out dx and substitute here. What is x minus mu is sigma t whole square e power of minus t square by 2 sigma t. Now observe, sigma cancel, t square is an even function, this is even. Product of two even function must be a even function. Therefore, now we get this can be written as twice of 0 to infinity. T square e power of minus t square by 2. Now here we get 0 to infinity. We can't convert minus infinity to plus infinity e power of minus t square dt because extra have t square. Therefore, I go for gamma function. We know that gamma of n is 0 to infinity x to the power of n minus 1 into e power of minus x dx for n greater than 0. And also another two results we are going to use to solve here. Gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n into gamma of n, and gamma of is equal to root pi. With the help of these two, we are going to evaluate this integral. Why? Because the integral 0 to infinity, not only e power of minus t square by 2. You have another one is t square multiplication. Therefore, I go for this. If you want to go for here, I record e power of minus x. But what you have? E power of minus t square by 2. Therefore, I go for a substitution. Now, what's a substitution is very, very important. What substitution we are going to use here? Yeah, the substitution is, I want to convert this as linear. Therefore, my t square by 2 is equal to u. Then what is t? Root 2 into root u. Then you find out dt. Root 2 into, what is the derivative of your root u? 1 by 2 into root u into du. Then, but the limit is t0, u also 0. T is infinity, u also infinity. Therefore, I have to substitute these values here. What we get? Actually 2 sigma square root of 2 by 0 to infinity. What is t square is 2u. 2u into e power of minus u. Root 2 into d. What's the formula? We get root 2 by 2 root u du. Root 2 cancel. 2, what about that? 2 cancel. 1 2 is remaining. 2 sigma square by root pi. And then what actually we have to simplify further. While doing the simplification here, root u. Take it in numerator 1 minus half. What we get? Of u power of half e power of minus u du. Observe gamma function. In gamma function, e power of minus x e power of minus u. Limit also 0 to infinity. But n minus 1, but n must be positive. Here, instead of n minus 1, what you have half. For what value of n, this half can be written as n minus 1. How can you know that? Equate half to this power of x, n minus 1. Simplify that, we get n is 3 by 2. Suppose put n is 3 by 2, we get 3 by 2 minus 1 is what? Half only. Therefore, here 3 by 2 minus 1. From the gamma function, this is nothing but gamma of 3 by 2. Yeah. Gamma of 3 by 2 can be written as gamma of half plus 1. You know that gamma of n plus 1 for n greater than 0, half is greater than 0, n into gamma of n means half into gamma of 2 to cancel. Then gamma of is root pi, therefore root pi is cancelled. What we get finally, sigma square is equal to sigma square standard deviation is standard deviation means for in the normal distribution you don't have any separate formula for finding what actually your variance and expectation. What formula you have for continuous random error distribution, that formula itself is a formula for normal. That's the beauty of normal distribution. Therefore whenever you want to take a decision, usually we are going to use normal distribution. Because of that, here we don't have any. Suppose you have a mean and standard deviation continuous, from that itself is possible to continue for probability function in the normal distribution. Thank you very much for listening. I'll come and discuss last special function is Laplace distribution. That's one of important distribution in the next class. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.